What really happened behind this unexpected encounter? One that lasted only a few fleeting seconds, yet managed to shake the emotions of millions around the world. Why did a simple interaction between Jungkook and Mingyu suddenly spark intense speculation about hidden feelings, especially when Taehyung's name was unexpectedly pulled into the center of the conversation among ARMY and Carrot? Was this merely a coincidence, or is there something that has long remained unseen by the public? It all began with a short video, quietly uploaded, yet instantly explosive across social media platforms. The clip itself was brief, almost insignificant at first glance, but enough to make fans pause, replay, and question every detail. In the video, Mingyu could be seen enjoying BTS's iconic song, Fake Love, his expression relaxed yet filled with genuine appreciation. At first, nothing seemed unusual. The Portuguese caption, Kim Mingyu curtindo, Fake Love do BTS, simply confirmed that Mingyu was enjoying the track, a seemingly warm and harmless moment bridging two major K-pop worlds. But what happened next changed everything. Within just 2 days, the video had already gathered over 1,400 likes, 138 reposts, and more than 13,000 views. Fans began analyzing every frame with meticulous attention. Every movement, every glance, even the direction of Mingyu's eyes became subjects of intense discussion. And in the middle of it all, one surprising detail emerged. Jungkook had been at the same location and had even met Mingyu after the concert. The meeting was not planned. There was no official announcement, no full documentation, only fragments of information slowly surfacing, like pieces of a puzzle waiting to be assembled. Fans started connecting the dots that once seemed unrelated. Why was Jungkook there? How did Mingyu react upon seeing him? And most shockingly, how did Taehyung react when he found out? That last question quickly became the center of attention. For years, the relationship between Jungkook and Taehyung has drawn constant interest. Their bond is often described as deep and emotionally complex, filled with moments that fans find difficult to explain. From subtle glances on stage to quiet interactions behind the scenes, their connection has always captured attention. But this time felt different. There were no official cameras capturing Taehyung's reaction. No direct statements. Only speculation, yet speculation that felt strikingly real. Some fans claimed Taehyung appeared different after the concert, quieter, more reserved. Others suggested his expression shifted whenever Jungkook's name was mentioned. Was it just coincidence? Or was something deeper unfolding beneath the surface? At the same time, the relationship between BTS and 17 is far from new. Both groups have long been known for supporting and respecting each other. From award show interactions to positive mentions on social media, their mutual admiration has been evident over the years. Mingyu himself has openly shown appreciation for BTS multiple times, including for Jungkook. And yet, that is precisely why this moment feels so different. Why would a moment that should symbolize friendship trigger such mixed emotions among fans? Why did Taehyung's name suddenly become central, even though he wasn't present in the video? And most importantly, why does an unseen reaction feel more powerful than one that is visible? Various theories began to surface. Some believe Taehyung was surprised because he had known about the meeting beforehand. Others speculated about a more complex emotional dynamic between the three. There were even those who connected this moment to past incidents, suggesting a recurring pattern. But amidst all these theories, one thing remains certain. No one truly knows what actually happened, and perhaps that is where the power of this moment lies, because in a world filled with cameras and constant public attention, it is often the unseen moments that capture the most curiosity. A brief encounter, a song playing in the background, a reaction that was never recorded. All of it was enough to create a wave of emotion that spread far and wide. And just when it seemed like the story would slowly fade into the endless stream of viral moments, something else began to surface. Something quieter, more subtle, yet far more unsettling. Fans who initially celebrated the interaction between Jungkook and Mingyu as a rare and wholesome cross-group friendship suddenly found themselves asking deeper questions. Why did the timeline feel so fragmented? Why were there gaps in what should have been a straightforward moment? And why did the atmosphere surrounding it begin to shift from excitement to unease? The more the video circulated, the more interpretations emerged. Some noticed how Mingyu's expression, while relaxed, seemed to change ever so slightly at a specific point in the clip, as if reacting to someone just outside the frame. Others pointed out that the background noise hinted at a presence that wasn't immediately visible. Could it have been Jungkook approaching? Or was it simply the echo of a crowded post-concert environment? The ambiguity only fueled the curiosity further. Then came the accounts, unverified, fleeting, yet impossible to ignore. A few individuals claimed they had seen Jungkook and Mingyu exchange a brief, but warm greeting backstage. No cameras, no official footage, just a moment witnessed and remembered. According to these whispers, there was laughter, a casual conversation, a sense of familiarity that suggested this was not their first interaction. If true, it painted a picture of a bond that existed beyond what fans typically saw. But if that moment was real, why was it kept so low profile? In an industry where even the smallest interactions are often documented and shared, the absence of clear evidence became a story in itself. It was as if this meeting existed in a space between reality and speculation, real enough to be believed, yet elusive enough to remain unconfirmed. And in that uncertainty, emotions began to intensify. Meanwhile, discussions around Taehyung grew louder. Some fans began revisiting past moments, searching for patterns, for clues that might explain what they were feeling now. Old interviews, behind-the-scenes clips, fleeting glances captured years ago, everything was re-examined under a new lens. Had there been signs of tension before? Were there moments that, at the time, seemed insignificant but now felt loaded with meaning? The human mind has a way of connecting dots, even when those dots may not truly align, and yet the emotional weight of these interpretations was undeniable. One particular theory gained traction, that Taehyung's reaction wasn't about the meeting itself, but about the timing. The idea that certain moments carry different meanings depending on when they happen. After a concert, a time of emotional vulnerability, exhaustion, and heightened sensitivity, could even the smallest unexpected event feel amplified? Could it be that what seemed like a simple encounter was experienced very differently by those involved? No one could say for sure, and yet, the silence from all parties only deepened the intrigue. Neither Jungkook nor Mingyu addressed the situation publicly. There were no clarifications, no denials, no confirmations. Taehyung, too, remained quiet. In an era where idols often communicate directly with fans through live streams and social media, this collective silence felt almost intentional. Was it a choice to protect something private? Or simply a reflection of how insignificant the moment actually was to them compared to how large it had become online? The contrast was striking. For the idols, it may have been nothing more than a passing moment, one of countless interactions that happened behind the scenes every day. But for fans, it became something else entirely. A narrative filled with emotion, speculation, and unanswered questions. A story shaped not by facts, but by perception. And perhaps that is what makes moments like these so powerful. They exist at the intersection of reality and imagination, where a single glance or a brief encounter can take on meanings far beyond its original context. In the world of K-pop, where connections between idols are both deeply cherished and intensely scrutinized, even the smallest detail can spark waves of interpretation. As days passed, the initial frenzy began to settle, but the questions lingered. What really happened in those unseen moments after the concert? What was said, if anything, between Jungkook and Mingyu? And why did the mere possibility of Taehyung's reaction resonate so strongly with so many people? There may never be clear answers, but perhaps the true story isn't just about the meeting itself. Perhaps it's about the way people responded to it, the emotions it stirred, the conversations it sparked, the curiosity it ignited. In a sense, the moment became a mirror, reflecting the hopes, fears, and interpretations of those watching from afar. And somewhere within that reflection lies a deeper truth, not necessarily about Jungkook, Mingyu, or Taehyung, but about the nature of connection, perception, and the stories we create when faced with the unknown. And just when it seemed the curiosity would finally begin to fade, a new layer of intrigue quietly surfaced. one that no one had anticipated, yet somehow felt inevitable. The conversation was no longer just about a brief meeting or a viral clip.